Yo, what's going on? It's the Mike and Rich podcast. How we doing today?
Yo. Happy New Year.
What's up, man?
What's happening, bro? It's been like a year since I've seen you.
I know it's crazy, right?
Yeah.
You guys got
Sorry.
jokes.
Sorry. Had to just knock it out, you know? So what's up,
No, that's
man?
cool.
You doing
That's
all right?
cool. Yeah, I'm doing okay, man. This is pretty cool. We had a nice little chill New Year. Nothing too crazy.
Sure. I'm going to say hey to everybody in the chat. Hey, everybody. Happy New Year. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to talk about today, bro.
That's cool, man. Yeah, we do got a lot of stuff to talk about. I mean, there's been so many things coming out. And I mean, I feel like I've been doing nothing but watch TV and movies, bro. Like,
all right, well, let's throw this out there. Let's do a New Year's resolution real quick. What are you thinking?
oh jeez,
I know I'm throwing you on the spot, and you obviously didn't think about one, so.
I didn't, because I usually don't do that. I don't know. I don't believe in those kinds of things usually.
No.
Because
It's always good to throw out maybe like a soft goal. Like, you're not going to be mad at yourself or beat yourself up at the end of the year, you know. I think this year I want to focus a little bit more on this podcast, doing the outreach and just the nitty gritty that we want to do.
Sure.
I really need to start jumping on my my Bowflex bike that I paid a lot of money for. Like, just sitting there. So
that's cool.
You know, not obviously jumping in and doing 30-mile thing, just jumping on there every now and again.
Sure. So. Yeah, no, I don't know. Probably write a song or two.
Okay.
That'll be my main thing. Really, I'm in a band on Springwood, so we're writing some original music and stuff like that, and I don't know, gotta write some more. So
yeah, I know you guys got a show coming up in like March or something like that.
Yeah, I got one in February, March. Yeah,
nice.
February, March, and June. Yeah, we're getting booked up slowly, but it's happening, so that's cool.
Everybody wants to see the ukulele infuse.
Yes, that's right. Yeah,
it's good to go. All right, man. Well, let's get down to the nitty gritty, man. Let's get into this Dexter, bro.
Oh, Dexter was so good, man. So this episode 8. It's called The Unfair Game.
It's the one before the final, or no,
That's
two before the final.
Right. So if you guys are just tuning in and you haven't seen this before, this is what we call Dexter Deep Cuts.
That's right.
So we're getting into Dexter, and we're just going to be, cutting up the episode a little bit and just talking about some cool things that, really jumped out to us, Now,
obviously, we got 2 more left. So, once Dexter ends, we'll probably do like a final segment on it. And then, we'll just keep it on the back burner. If they're going to decide to do another season, obviously we'll talk about that.
I hope so. I'm representing today. I got my old Dexter shirt on right here with the angel wings of blood. I don't know if you guys can see that.
I like it.
When he was fighting, what was it? The religious one.
The Doomsday Killer, bro.
Doomsday Killer. That's
Doomsday Killer.
Doomsday Killer. Yeah. So we got angel wings of blood with Dexter. But I definitely was excited about it. I mean, this was definitely a huge episode as far as unveilings. We got to see, for 100% fact that Dexter was screwed.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, he basically got yoked up and put in the back of a truck, and he wakes up in the back of the car. And
also, and it goes to show that he's still off of his game. He's not watching his back, even though there's a guy who obviously knows that he's after him and he's gonna start messing stuff up. He needs to kind of watch his back. He's just not in the flow anymore. He's been living the single life for a while. He hasn't had to protect anybody in a while.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's crazy. He's definitely off his game for sure. Like you said, he yoked him up pretty quickly. And I mean, I know, we're as the viewers, so we saw the guy coming, but it kind of looked like Dexter kind of saw the guy coming too, and was a late reaction.
It was last second, last second, man.
He didn't suspect that somebody was going to yoke him up.
So obviously the biggest mistake that guy made was to put real little like wire ties on them or whatever they were.
Yeah. The zip
ties. Yeah. They were like the smallest ones you could, like, they have thick ones, man, that you could put on somebody like the cops use. And you ain't getting out of those, man. Like, he put ones on that you could probably just break, and he did just do that. Obviously it messed up his wrist a little bit, but it wasn't like, what Walter White was like, burning off and stuff.
It was pretty nuts, man. But yeah, so we see Dexter in the back of the car. We hear some crazy religious music going on, and we hear the phone call. So we know that Kurt's involved.
Yeah.
So this is Kurt. He yoked up Dexter because he knows Dexter killed his kid, or has something to do with it because we found that pin.
He knows
that Dexter has on him, which is cool.
Yeah, he just knows that he had something to do with it, and because he was acting all nonchalant about it, and he caught him in the lie. He caught him in the lie
for sure. So now we got Kurt with trying to get Dexter and Harrison in the same spot. Now I don't know if he was planning to kill them both or he was planning to kill the kid in front of the dad.
I think that's what he was going to do, because he was like, bring him out. I want him to see this. He was going to shoot Harrison in front of Dexter and then obviously deal with Dexter afterwards.
Yeah.
But you get what you pay for. Imagine he wasn't paying that trucker too much money.
No. And now that trucker, he got a Joker smile and then he gets stabbed. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's got the Joker smile going on, and that hurts, man. And like, I know he's cold out there, and it's funny because he calls out Dexter because he's like, "What is this games you're trying to play? Like trying to like hide your footsteps? Like he's not a hunter."
Yeah, Dexter like backtracks, like a little kid would do, and the guy, of course, saw it a mile away. And then he tries to do the blood trail too, which was pretty cool when he made it to like a little camp or whatever.
Yeah,
and that was a cool reveal to kill him with the mirror. Now, I mean, like, I don't know how Dexter knew that guy was going to look through the mirror. I don't know how Dexter knew that mirror was going to break the way that it did.
I was going to say, because it shattered. He went through it. It was perfect. He didn't even get hurt. Like, it was great.
It was crazy. But Dexter,
and then he left him there. So.
Well, he had to leave him there because he wanted to go to Harrison.
He had to go.
And him and Harrison were texting. So, like, they kind of knew, he knew something was going on.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. So Dexter, he changes his clothes. He puts on that guy's clothes and stuff and the hat and stuff. And he races off in that car to go try to save Harrison, And it was definitely like a crazy moment and a crazy episode because like everything's unraveling for Dexter now.
Quickly.
And his girlfriend, the chief of police.
Angela is getting close and she's going to
she's so close.
Yeah.
She's so close.
She's going to put two and two together. Yeah, she's gonna listen to that podcast, and then she's gonna ask Molly about it, and Molly's gonna say some stuff that wasn't on the podcast. That's what's gonna happen.
I don't know, man. It's pretty crazy. It definitely is, and like, I don't know. I mean, nobody figured out. Even Lundy didn't figure out that Dexter was the killer.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, this chief of police that barely knows him. Digging all the dirt and finding the stuff out.
Well, listen, man, she's got a lot of time. She's got a lot of time. She's a small town cop. The only thing that goes wrong in her town is missing girls,
and the sheep.
Yeah. So like, so she's gonna figure this out, man, because she's bored. She ain't got nothing else going on. Dexter's probably like was a big part in her life, or she was just getting into like, I guess, trusting him, especially with Harrison coming over, and she was like, "Oh, I think it's gonna be great because our kids can hang out." She kind of like let that one go, but then like I'm not Jim Lindsay, I'm listening to people's conversations and recording them, and
I don't know.
there's all kinds of stuff that's stacking up against them, and she's got every right to be curious about it, and.
It's only so high you can stack up those secrets, man.
And they're stacking up against them.
Tumbling down, Dexter.
But he gets there in the nick of time, obviously saves Harrison and pretty much tells him he's going to tell him everything.
Well, we don't know what everything means, though. I mean, is he going to tell him the code? It sounded like he was going to tell him the code.
It sounded like he's going to tell him the code because he told him, my dad taught me this code. And, so with 2 episodes left, Obviously the big showdown with Kurt's going to come, but it's going to come to where is Dexter going to get him, or is Angela going to get him, or are they
Harrison going to get him?
Harrison going to get because that's going to mess up Harrison because he's kind of fragile.
Yeah. We're going to talk baseball for a second. Okay. So the baseball scene was totally nuts, man.
That was kind of crazy.
Harrison, I mean, like, people, deal with pain and, things their own way. And sometimes like people hurt themselves, which is, not condoning or anything like that. But, he used that pain of getting hit with the pitching machine with all these balls to like almost like punish himself, for the things that he feels like he's doing wrong. Yeah. And I mean, he got hit, like 4 or 5 times at least. Well, once is enough.
Well, I guess he feels like, because the whole time he was thinking about Dexter, and like, I guess he wants to open up to him, but he knows Dexter's not really opening to him. So they're at like this stalemate of like, and obviously the kid's going to feel it a lot more than Dexter. Dexter's just like, he's just going to sit there and he don't care. He'd rather not talk about things. Right. A chance,
yeah.
So it's gonna be crazy to see what this is gonna go into. Is he gonna teach him the code? Is he gonna say it's okay? Is Kurt gonna be their first one together? Are they gonna go and how are they gonna get rid of this body that he left?
I think he's gonna have to do it with him because he knows too much. And I feel like this episode at the end when they hugged on the ice, I really felt like that was like a real breakthrough. And he needed him and he was there. Yeah. And like obviously, Dexter wants to be there, but he's like living this like crazy life where he's like, 3 different people almost, like always juggling roles, like being the actor and lying and, like stacking up bodies, like it's.
But now the question is Harrison going to go do a bunch of drugs and drink and tell everybody secrets again? Like he's just.
I don't know. I think he learned his lesson with that. I think that was like a one-off thing, but you're right. He does have a big ass mouth. Big ass mouth.
And he's all carrying around. He's all carrying around knives out in the open, and just breaking kids' arms out in the open and stuff. He's like not flying underneath the radar.
No, but I mean, he doesn't know how to control it. We don't know how he was controlling it all these years. Who knows? Maybe he did beat himself up. We have no idea. So like, he kept himself in check somehow. And it sucks because like Hannah did know some kind of code. We don't know how much Hannah taught him or anything. We don't really hear too much about it. We don't hear too much about her. And is that a reason? Is there a reason for that? Is she coming back? Is she coming back? Is Hannah coming back?
I want to know, dude. I'm so mad that they like brushed it off like completely. Like, yeah, she's dead. And it's like, oh man, she was such a cool character in the series. Like,
yeah. And I was a little mad too at the one cop who like Jim Lindsay was friends with, and he kind of like gave up all of Dexter's secrets pretty much.
Well, he's her friend.
I think he's bad, bro. I did. I think there's more people
still
in on this
thinking on it. Huh? Okay.
Oh my god, I do. I don't think that Kurt's the only one. I feel like he has other people helping him, other people under his thumb. I don't know. That's how I feel.
That's crazy. Well, we'll see about that, man.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, well, that was Dexter Deep Cuts. Make sure you watch Dexter. It's on Showtime. It's an amazing show on Sundays.
Only 2 more episodes left. So you got today's episode and then next week's episode.
But you still have time to catch up, So this is Dexter New Blood. And if you haven't watched it yet, definitely give it a chance. It's awesome. It's definitely... Dexter fan worthy. It was a little slow at first, but I mean, things are really starting to get crazy. Oh, yeah. They really are. So I'm excited for the next stuff. But that was Dexter Deep Cuts.
Yeah.
All right, so we had a bunch of new things coming out, and let's hit this list. All right, so we're gonna start off with let's go with Spider-Man. So Spider-Man is Sony's highest grossing movie now. And if you haven't seen it yet, go see it. It's the highest grossing movie of all time for Sony. And who knows? Maybe it'll hit all time. We have no idea. It's still out in theaters. It's still having.
It just came out like 2 weeks ago, man. Like it's not. It hasn't even been out that long.
It was so good. It was so good. Get your ass off the couch. Go grab Spider-Man. Your girl or That's your guy.
It's not packed out. It's not packed out now. You know.
Spider-Man. So. It's not packed out now. And yeah, maybe you know some spoilers, but there's nothing like actually seeing it for yourself.
Exactly. You know, and there's a lot of stuff that, you know, you can have somebody review it and go through everything that they possibly think is like, you know, relevant, but it's still not all of it. There's so many jokes and one-lines and facial expressions and just, you know, Easter eggs in it that they'll never capture it all. You might as well go see it.
You might as well go see it. See it
at that point. So. And then with all that, you know, you got all kinds of things popping up now of them wanting to do all kinds of Spider-Man stuff because they want to hit when that griddle's hot.
And they're doing it. I mean, come on, man. I really want to see it. I want to see the whole thing with Andrew Garfield. He didn't get the third Spider-Man movie. Everybody else got a third Spider-Man movie but him, and like I want to see him do it. I want to see him get the symbiote suit. I feel like it would be really cool to see him do that. And I want to see him fight Venom. Yeah. I mean, like, that'd be pretty neat too, you know? So
that would be super cool.
Build it up. Give me 2 movies. I don't know, you know, like they got this whole multiverse thing going on. Everything's open, you know, like, so I don't know. I mean, I know it's tough because like it's in the MCU. It's not in the MCU. It's like, it's canon. It's not canon. Like, you know, there's so many different things and rules. I mean, it's Sony, it's Disney, it's Marvel, you know, but, you know, in the same sense, it's all Spider-Man. And I really don't care. I just want to see some more stuff.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, I just want to see, I want to see a bunch of the bad guys, dude. I've been waiting for some cool bad guys, man. Like they kind of hit it last one when they got Shocker and Vulture back in and stuff like that, you know. That was super cool. But there's other cool bad guys that they should be throwing in there. You know, get the Sinister Six together. Everyone wants to see that.
You know, I think they're going to do something like that for sure. I think they're going into the Secret Wars is what I think they're doing.
Then you got Kingpin popping his head up in certain things. And you never know, man. That's always a cool bad guy too, you know?
Yeah. Well, it was cool to see, you know, Daredevil in his 3 seconds that he was in, you know, the Spider-Man movie. We already talked about that.
Yeah.
And it was cool that it was the one from the television shows. And we know that Disney is planning a whole thing with that. They took it from Netflix. You know, because it's a property now, whatever. Not that they took it. It's not that they bullied them and, you know,
They held them out off a balcony, bro, with Suge Knight.
Give me a show. But you know, Daredevil was awesome, and I can't wait to see like what they're gonna do with it. And I mean, with a Disney budget, who knows, man? I mean, now they have all these other side characters and stuff that they can put in. And I mean, they're knocking these shows out like crazy. Like Hawkeye was awesome. You know, like awesome. Everything was really good. You know, WandaVision, Loki. I mean, we have some mixed feelings and stuff, but everything was pretty good.
And She-Hulk's gonna be cool because they're gonna have Bruce Banner in it. You know, they're gonna have a couple other people in it and stuff like that. So
it's cool. I'm definitely excited for that.
It's gonna be super cool.
All right, so now we got a little bit of sad news. Unfortunately, they delayed John Wick.
Yeah.
John Wick 4 is being delayed in 2023.
Now, do you think that it has something to do with the Matrix not doing that awesome?
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
I feel like they need like a wash, you know? They're like, all right, we got to forget about this shit, you know? Like, I don't know.
Let's watch this movie again before we release it.
Yeah, like maybe come out with a comedy or something before we come out with it, you know? Like do something else, you know? Like do another Bill and Ted movie.
Because remember, man, like what was it, a year or 2 ago, and they were, you know, juggling them both. They wanted both of them to come out on the same day.
I know.
You know, they wanted it to be like a Christmas thing where it was like Matrix and John Wick 4, and that would have been terrible for both.
I mean, I think so.
It would have split everybody, and it was still split.
It's tough because I mean, like, I feel like people didn't go see The Matrix. I feel like they saw it at home, you know, like they watched on HBO, like, you know, and I don't feel like it's going to get the numbers that they think it's going to get after. I don't think it's going to be in the theater for very long.
I don't think so, man. And it's crazy too because like they got a bunch of cool new people for John Wick 4, man.
Yeah,
you know?
I saw that.
bunch of cool new people, and
we'll do a whole thing on John Wick 4 when it gets a little closer. Yeah. And I mean, we know that there's a lot of people in it from previous movies and new people going to be in it, and we'll give our whole reveal and our take on like what's going to happen and stuff like that in another episode.
Yeah, and it'll probably go on HBO too. I thought the last John Wick went on HBO, so
yeah, I don't know how long that deal's gonna last, man. They're not gonna do it for so long. They only did it because of the pandemic, you know. And I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, like, people are starting to go back to the theater, even though I mean, they are and they aren't. You know,
we'll
like
see.
It's tough.
Well, they're testing the data now. You know, if it's available on both, you know, are they gonna make the same amount of money? Or are they gonna make more money? Are they gonna make, you know? So it is what it, you know. They're gonna get that data. I think HBO's been doing it still though, because I think they have a lot of people who jump on and they keep that subscription, man. It's all about the subscription. That's way more expensive than a movie ticket at the end of the year. You know, it's just it's more money in their pocket. You know, it's just
subscriptions where it's at.
Subscriptions where it's at, man. What's HBO like? $15 a month? Heck yeah,
something like that.
They get you 2 months. They got movie tickets off you. You might as well give you a free movie every now and again, right?
That's right. You can't even buy popcorn then.
Hey, you can order it though. You can get like Uber Eats to go to like Walgreens for you or something.
That's true. That's true.
You know. So.
All right, man. So, all right. Well, number 4. Go ahead.
What do we got here? Oh yeah. So we do have some sad news this week on some
real sad news.
Obviously on the celebrity front, we had Betty White and Jon Madden, 2 national treasures. I would say national treasures. You know, Jon Madden is like the king of football, and Betty White is just like the king of.
She's like America's grandma.
It's like America's grandma, and she's funny, and she was dirty, and she was like
great.
She was great, dude. Same thing with Madden, and I know a lot of people make fun of Madden because like all the circles he drew and all the. You know,
all the catchphrases and
all
stuff.
All the catchphrases and him.
Tough acting, tenactin.
That's right. Him with the Traducan every year. Dude, I would have never even heard of a Traducan if it wasn't for Madden. You know.
That's so funny.
On top of all his... and you know what? It's crazy, too, because the games over the years, they kind of built like a library of his voice. So they have probably everything Jon Madden can ever possibly say and more. And so he can still continue to live throughout the video games if they really wanted to make that happen, which would be really, really cool.
That would be neat. I would like to see that. It's definitely sad. Yeah, Betty White, she had an awesome career. I mean, she won 8 Emmy Awards.
8.
You know, she had her own variety show back in the day. She used to be on a lot of like game shows and stuff, and she won an award for that too. I mean, she was an activist for, you know, human rights and stuff. And I mean, she's just, you know, an all around great person. It's really sad to see her go. Like we said before, she's really funny too. She had a lot of cool like Snickers commercials and of course the Golden Girls. So.
I really like all the memes that came out. It was like, we're drinking for Betty tonight. Forget about New Year's.
That's right. Well, thanks for being a friend, Betty. We appreciate it.
Thanks for being a friend, man. Yeah, I was going to say, it's definitely sad news, man, you know?
Yeah, it's a hard pill to swallow for sure.
So.
Stinks. Well, all right, man. Well, now we talked about my shirt. Now we're going to talk about my hat.
All right, we're gonna switch it over. We got a cool overlay for Boba Fett. Let us know.
Cool overlay.
Let us know what you think of the cool overlay. I literally made it in like 5 seconds. Oh no! Hold on, I lost us, man. I'm gonna have to pause out real quick.